So today I'm going to be off to the center of Beijing. It's the third day of my holiday. Got about 1 week for the summer break. And I haven't really spent time in the center of Beijing yet, in the square or Forbidden Palace. So today I'm just going in, gonna look around and experience that. So I'm in Adi City now, where I stay, and I'm going to take a DD or an Uber, same thing, to the subway station and go from there into the square. It's quite a long journey, but pretty comfortable in the subway, and efficient and cheap. So I will see you guys there. It looks like my DD has already arrived. So in Beijing, you have these automatic DDs. They're very small, as you can see, but you just jump in them. You can lie down and it will drive you to wherever you need to go. You can see they're lined up here. So you just order one, jump in, and then yeah, you go where you need to go. Wait, I think this is my one here. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna jump in. So I've just arrived now at the subway station. There it is there. And the really nice thing about it is that it's so cheap to take a subway. Like, this should cost me 6 RMB, which is about 15 Rand, to go like 30 kilometers, where a DD would cost me maybe 100 RMB. And it's roughly the same length of travel, because when you're on a DD, there's a lot of traffic going into the center. So here we are at Beijng station. We're going in. Here's the route of line 15. They have all the maps. So I'm here at Beijng. I'm going there to line 8. And from line 8, I'll go all the way down to Tiananmen Station, which is basically outside Tiananmen Square. Here's my train, my subway rather, and they're really quite big. I think this one will be busy. I can see quite a few people, so I won't get a seat. That's alright. So this door will open. I'll show you guys inside. This one looks pretty cramped. That's alright. We're still going to work. Let's see. Just need to find a place. Here come the trainees, I guess. Now I'm walking around the perimeter of the Forbidden Palace. You actually need to send an email in advance. I tried to book online, but you have to send an email first. But it's okay, because I'm going around the perimeter to Tiananmen Square, and apparently nearby are some hutongs and markets that I'll go to visit. But yes, there are a lot of people here, as you can see, and a little moat surrounding the palace. So let's go. Okay, so I ended up walking around to the north side of the Forbidden City, Forbidden Palace, and I came to Beijng Park. So here I am at the south gate, and I'm going to walk all the way around up to the Beijng Pavilion, which is up there. And I read that it's a good viewing spot to see some of Beijing. So off we go. Okay, so I've now upgraded myself to a selfie stick. It's my first time using one. It's pretty good. So now I'm going along the mountain road. Then I'll be going up the hill. Fortunately, I'm going now to a shady spot. And I think the hike probably isn't too long. But yeah, I thought I could just take a moment while I walk to discuss my life in China. So it's been just about 4 months since I came here, and I could say I didn't know what to expect. I ended up coming here to Beijing just because I knew some people here, and I thought, you know, may as well jump in the deep end of the culture. And so far, life has been good. I think the difficult things have not so much been living in China because it's very convenient here. More just being away from home and being in such a different environment. Coming from Durban, which is for me kind of like paradise, you know, tropical beaches and good weather and that sort of thing, to a big city. It's kind of difficult with so many people, you know, but life is very convenient here. Food is good. Once I set up all of my apps, public transport works well, and I found generally Chinese people are, you know, very helpful and friendly, as you can see, and they're like foreigners. So yeah, I don't think I can speak for all of Chinese culture and cities because each province and each city is very different, but my experience has been very good here. I can't say there's been an element of culture shock, really. Obviously the culture is very different here, but nothing has been, too shocking or uncomfortable. I think the one thing I noticed was just there's so many people here and so much going on compared to Durban that it's easier to just do your own thing and feel comfortable doing whatever you're doing. You know, in Adi City, I get up in the morning sometimes, do a walk or a run, and then I just practice some flamenco dance because it's just good exercise and I don't feel self-conscious, whereas at home, you know, you'd be kind of weird to just be in the middle of an apartment complex, like just dancing, you know. So I think this is, okay, not the mountain road. I think I have to go to the one up ahead next. So yeah, that's life. So now I found the way up the hill. Again, very shady and quite pretty with all the trees. Very quiet considering outside, just across the road is the Forbidden City with thousands of people going in and out. Here I am at the top of the pavilion. There's the Forbidden City behind me and my armpit stairs. And there's loads of people up here. But it's really pretty. You can see it. We're getting the hang of the selfie stick. Been chilling. There's another little, I guess you'd say, pagoda. Let me go around and show you the art on here. Everyone's finding rest in the shade. So I found a nice shady spot here. Also quiet. There's my umbrella. Some other people just chilling around here, taking a break from the heat. And I'll just relax here for a bit before I go to the north side where the main temple pavilion thing is. But I just thought I'd mention some things I've really enjoyed about China and maybe some things that have been a bit challenging. I touched upon that earlier, but the one thing mainly is that life is very convenient here. If you come here and you set up your WeChat Pay, Alipay, everything is so simple. You know, you don't need to use your card, your credit card ever, really. You don't carry cash, you don't carry a card. It's all on your phone. That being said, it does make it easier to spend money because you don't see it go as visually. But that's one thing that's really great. Another thing is the convenience in general of, say, taking the subway, buses, public transport. Very, very efficient. Also on your phone, you know, if you order a Didi, it's usually a couple minutes away. And another thing, one of the main things, or the main thing I suppose, is the safety here. I've never felt ill at ease or uncomfortable ever here, and I've been out, say, past midnight, you know, walking around and doing whatever. And even when I see the policemen and policewomen, I don't feel uncomfortable like you might in other countries because they're not ever really carrying weapons and that sort of thing. Like 2 weeks ago, right outside my apartment building, I came down to go to the shop, and there were about 10 police officers just outside my specific building, and I was surprised but didn't feel uncomfortable with it, which is great. Some of the things I dislike about China are probably more just personal things. Like I said, living in a big city with a lot of concrete, a lot of buildings and not a lot of plants like this is a big change for me. The amount of people, I don't know if that's a thing I dislike yet, but it's still something I'm adjusting to. And just the heat in general, like I didn't expect it to be hotter here in China than it is in South Africa. So the weather, yeah, the weather's not that great. Apparently it's just long summers and long winters. So in about 3 months I'll be going into winter, and I'll see how I feel about that then. And another thing I dislike, maybe not much else really. It's just difficult to get through some apps like booking a ticket for concerts or the Forbidden Palace. It's kind of tricky, but it's not something I dislike. And again, like Chinese people are very friendly, so generally they're willing to help if I need someone to translate or whatever. So those are some things I like and dislike about China. Now I'm going to head over to the north side and see what the main pavilion looks like. Okay, I think this is the part where I edit in some public domain lo-fi music as I walk.
都是太阳。
哪有太阳？就这边那个地方有一个空的。你坐那上面，俺坐底下。俺们坐底下不行。你坐那上面。
So now I'm in the main pavilion, and it's a lot of fabric-based art, traditional dresses, pretty cool hat, mounts. And there's one I saw here that I like. Almost looks like a map with rivers and dragons. It's very cool. I do wish I could read Chinese, so I knew the history of it. Some very cool displays. I guess those are hairpins. There's the fabrics. And I guess the spindles? I don't know what you call those. Beautiful stuff. There's an artwork of her. There's her name. Very cool. I'm here at the East Gate exit / entrance, and I've basically been around the whole park now. It's pretty big. I'd say it takes you maybe probably less than an hour to walk around just the perimeter. But that was a lot of fun. Quite a hot day, so I'm pretty tired now, but keen to go meet a friend and relax now. And you can see we're open right onto the street. Back to current day Beijing. Proper hutong now. Wangchima Hutong.